Good morning, happy Sunday. Here's my video for the week. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get it up. It's been a full on week. So my first week at Strong Girls, which was really cool, and I had a lot going on with kids and mama commitments. So it's a bit delayed, but here it is. I was going to talk to you guys about the menstrual cycle this week, but through various conversations in the gym about other topics, I thought I'm going to put off the menstrual cycle topic until next week probably and talk about protein today, because I believe you guys probably need videos on what's topical at the time rather than what I think you need. And seeing everyone's talking about protein and asking me questions about protein, let's talk about protein. So protein is the building blocks of life, right? We've all heard that. So we need protein to build muscle. That's why a lot of the time I like lifting weights, because the more muscle I get, the more food I get to eat, because I build my muscles and my body burns calories easier because of the muscle mass I have on me. So that, of course, is a bonus. But not only does protein build muscle, it maintains muscle when you're in a calorie deficit. So some of you guys will be doing a challenge at the moment with, I don't know, the intention to lose a bit of fat. And to lose a bit of fat, you have to be in a deficit, so consuming less calories than you're burning. When that happens, our body can break down our muscles for energy sources, and we don't want that. So we want to maintain our muscle as much as possible. And when we consume a high protein diet, it holds onto our muscle mass more than it would if we were to consume lower amounts of protein. So that is another amazing reason to keep our protein target higher. It's also satiating, so it keeps us fuller for longer, and it has a higher TEF score. So TEF is the thermogenic effect of food. So believe it or not, when you consume protein, your body works harder to break down that protein and it burns more calories. So studies are showing when you are sleeping and straight after you've eaten meals with high amounts of protein in it, you actually burn more calories just by eating the protein. So that is a bonus. Not that I'm about burning calories, but if you're on a fat loss journey, I guess it's important for you. So how much protein do we need to eat? I think 1 gram per pound of body weight is a brilliant place to start. So that's 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. So for me, I weigh 74 kilos. So what would I would want 148 grams of protein. I'm actually on 160 because my body is burning a lot of fat at the moment with all my training, so I'm trying to hold my muscle mass. So I've bumped it up to 160 grams a day. Now, no offense, but I can guarantee most of you guys are not hitting that. Most of the population aren't hitting that. We underestimate how much protein we need and how much we're getting, especially if you're a meat eater. I think people tend to just think because they eat some meat or some chicken, they're kind of okay with their protein levels, and it's a lot lower than you think. So what I think would be a really good idea for you guys going forward for the next bit of the challenge is, even if you don't like counting calories or like every single thing you're consuming, just count your protein. Like, just log it into MyFitnessPal or something, or write it down in a notebook, send it to me, and let's have a look at what your protein levels are for the day compared to how much you weigh. And we might be shocked, because honestly, you're doing yourself a disservice coming in and working really hard to lift these weights and build muscles if you're not eating enough protein to build your muscles. So going on from that, let's talk about how protein builds your muscles. So when we consume protein, we want to activate a thing called muscle protein synthesis, which is basically sending protein to those muscles to repair the damage we've done through exercising. So when we exercise, we break down our muscles, we get tiny little tears in them, and that's what DOMS are. So that's the pain we feel, and then we send all that protein to the muscles and we build them all back up to be stronger and shinier, brand new muscles. Well, not brand new muscles, but bigger and stronger muscles. But to activate muscle protein synthesis, you need to hit a certain amount of protein for every meal. So what I'm noticing some of you women are saying is, oh yeah, I have some protein, but it's like maybe only like 15 grams of protein in the meal, which doesn't actually activate muscle protein synthesis. So their studies are showing we want anywhere from 20 to 50 grams of protein per meal, with around 35 being the sweet spot. So there was no muscle protein synthesis activation at 10 grams per meal. At around 20 it kicks in, and then there's a cap. So anything above 50 grams shows that you don't get extra gold shiny stars for having more protein. Like, there's a limit. So make sure with every meal you're hitting that minimum threshold to actually activate this muscle protein synthesis to build your muscles. And the best way to do that is to break your meals into like 3 to 5 meals a day and have good quality protein sources in every single meal. How can we get our protein up? So for me as a vegan, I get mine up through beans, legumes, nuts, tofu, edamame, hummus, seeds, things like that. You guys, Greek yogurt's really high in protein for you guys, eggs obviously, all your lean meats. And then a little trick I do is I start my day and I end my day with a protein shake, because it's easy. I wake up, I drink a shake, and just before I go to bed I drink a shake. That way I know I've got a decent dent into my protein target for that day, and then I fill the rest up with foods. I've also chucked protein powder into pancake mixes. I've had it in coffee. It's pretty good if it's a vanilla protein powder. I put it in my oats, obviously shakes, little things like that. That certainly goes a long way to bumping up your protein targets. So this week, let's have a look at what your protein daily intakes are. Send me a message, I want to see it. Let me know if you need help getting it higher. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's going to help your progress in the gym. Protein turns on the fire, the metabolism in us. So as we feed it protein, we run hot and we burn more and we build more, and that's what we want. Okay, I'll stop rambling. Have a good Sunday. I will see you all tomorrow for week 4. Bye.